गुड मॉर्निंग मेरे प्यारे बच्चों। वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग, सुप्रभात मेरे प्यारे बच्चों। हमारा आज का लेक्चर है इन द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ टेरिडोफाइट्स, वेयर टुडे वी शैल बी डीलिंग विद द क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ सेकंड डिवीजन, दैट इज लाइकोफाइटा। ठीक है बच्चों, मैंने कल आप लोगों को मैसेज किया था कि लाइकोफाइटा आप लोगों ने पढ़ लेना है, और मैंने एक रिक्वेस्ट भी किया था, ठीक है, कि इनके दो क्लासेस हैं, दो क्लासेस, ई लिग्युलोप्सिडा एंड लिग्युलोप्सिडा। इन दो क्लासेस के बारे में भी पढ़ लेना है, मींस इन दो क्लासेस का नाम भी याद कर लेना है। और साथ में मैंने बताया था आप लोगों को जनरल कैरेक्टर्स पढ़ लेना है। अगर जनरल कैरेक्टर्स आप लोगों ने कल पढ़ लिया होगा तो आज का लेक्चर आप लोग बहुत एंजॉय करोगे बच्चों, ठीक है। सो दिस डिवीजन which is the second division in pteridophytic group of plants called Lycophyta. Lycophyta, or also called Lepidophyta, it has been divided into two classes only on the basis of a structure, on the basis of presence or absence of a minute structure called ligule, which is found at the base of the leaves in young condition. When the leaves are young, such, again, small leaf-like structure. These ligules are small leaf-like structures which are present at the base of young leaves towards upper side, called ligule. Okay. The members which bear this ligule are put into a class Ligulopsida, while the members which do not have this structure called ligule are put under class Eligulopsida. So this is it बच्चों। तो सबसे पहले हम जनरल कैरेक्टर्स डिस्कस करेंगे। तो सबसे पहला पॉइंट है बच्चों, कल मैंने आपका साइलोफाइटा क्लासिफिकेशन करवाया था, उसमें हमारे पास सिर्फ दो लिविंग जेनरा है, एक साइलोटम और एक मैसिप्टेरिस। उसी तरह से डिवीजन लाइकोफाइटा के अंदर हमारे पास सिर्फ 5 लिविंग जेनरा है बच्चों। ओनली 5 लिविंग जेनरा आर देयर व्हिच आर लाइकोपोडियम, फाइलोग्लोसम, सेलेजिनेला, आइसोइटिस एंड स्टाइलाइटिस। स्टाइलाइट्स नहीं बोलना इसको, this is a close relative of isoitis. Stylitis is a close relative of isoitis, so you have to pronounce it as stylitis. तो आगे बढ़ने से पहले कुछ फैक्ट फाइल्स इन्हीं 5 जेनरा का मैं फिलहाल मैं बता देना चाहूंगा बच्चों। आउट ऑफ द 5, first 2, that is lycopodium and phyloglossum, are homosporous, while the rest 3 are heterosporous. एक एक ये फैक्ट फाइल हो गया बच्चों। अब अगला एक और फैक्ट फाइल ये है, लाइकोपोडियम के केस में और सेलेजिनेला के केस में लीव्स आर स्मॉल, सेसाइल एंड सिंपल। लीव्स आर simple and sessile in all the members of division Lycophyta, but there are some little differences. And what are those differences? And is that in case of Lycopodium and Selaginella, these are much smaller. Although all leaves are microphyllous, but all plants are microphyllous, they have small, simple leaves. But in case of Selaginella and Lycopodium, leaves are much smaller as compared to those found in Phyloglossum, Isoitis and Stylitis, where no doubt the leaf is simple, sessile, but these are quite long and linear. आगे कुछ इमेजेस में दिखाऊंगा, वहां से हमको क्लियर हो जाएगा बच्चों, ठीक है। तो लीफ वाइज, लीफ के स्ट्रक्चर वाइज डिफरेंस है एंड साइज वाइज भी डिफरेंस है। लाइकोपोडियम और सेलेजिनेला में दीज आर मच स्मॉलर स्ट्रक्चर्स, whereas in case of Phyloglossum, Isoitis and its close relative called Stylitis, leaves are much longer as compared to those found in Phyloglossum and those found in Lycopodium and Selaginella. This is one more fact file. One more fact file I would like to share with you people is that in Lycopodium and in Phyloglossum, The asexual structures called sporangia, these are born on strobilus. Strobilus in Selaginella also. Whereas in case of Isoetes and Stylites, the sporangia are formed at the base of leaves. There is no Strobilus formation in case of Isoetes and Stylites. वो मैं आगे के इमेजेस में आपको आगे के स्लाइड्स में आप लोगों को बता दूंगा। तो ठीक है, तो ये कुछ फैक्ट फाइल्स थे लेक्चर को शुरू करने से पहले। अब हम एक एक करके जनरल कैरेक्टर्स पर आएंगे। द मेंबर्स आर कॉमनली कॉल्ड लाइकोपोड्स। ऑल द मेंबर्स ऑफ डिवीजन लाइकोफाइटा और लेपिडोफाइटा आर कॉमनली कॉल्ड लाइकोपोड्स। कई बार एक नंबर का प्रश्न आ जाता है बच्चों। द मेंबर्स ऑफ लाइकोफाइटा आर कॉमनली कॉल्ड फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स। ठीक है, तो इट इज लाइकोपोड्स। The sporophytic plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaves. First of all, leaf के बारे में बताता हूं। Leaves are always small, sessile, simple. No compound leaves are found in the members of Lycophyta, but there are small differences. And what were those differences? That in case of Selaginella and Lycopodium, leaves are much smaller. Whereas in case of Phyloglossum, Isoetes and Stylites, these are narrow and long structures. ठीक है, फिर रूट्स आएगा। रूट्स आर ऑलवेज देयर इन ऑल द मेंबर्स ऑफ डिवीजन लाइकोफाइटा। रूट्स आर ऑलवेज देयर and stem again is always there, but generally the underground stem called rhizome is lacking in almost all members. There is no rhizome. ठीक है, and moreover in some members aerial stem is also lacking. फिर आप बोलोगे सर कहीं पर एरियल स्टेम नहीं है, कहीं में अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम नहीं है। ठीक है, तो ये रेंज है बच्चों। ठीक है, रेंज है क्योंकि हम लोग अब डिवीजन के लेवल का कैरेक्टर्स पढ़ रहे हैं। ठीक है, तो ये चीजें आप लोगों को याद करना पड़ेगा। The underground stem called rhizome is generally absent in majority of the members. I think in all members out of the 5 genera, in all this rhizomatous structure is absent. In some members एरियल स्टेम इज एब्सेंट। फिर आप बोलोगे सर अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम भी नहीं है, एरियल स्टेम भी नहीं है, तो उस केस में तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया। ठीक है, क्योंकि ये स्टेमलेस स्ट्रक्चर हो नहीं सकते हैं। उस सूरत में क्या है बच्चों, द स्टेम इज अगेन एन अंडरग्राउंड स्टेम बट इट इज कॉल्ड कॉर्म। इन द मेंबर्स वेयर एरियल स्टेम इज एब्सेंट, फॉर एग्जांपल आइसोइटिस, स्टाइलाइटिस एंड फाइलोग्लोसम, इन दीज मेंबर्स there is no rhizome and there is no aerial stem. Rather, what happens, a group of leaves, the cluster or rosette of leaves, they arise directly from this underground stem called corm. corm का शक्ल याद दिलाने के लिए मैं आप लोगों को एक और नाम सजेस्ट करता हूं, एक एंजियोस्पर्मिक नाम, जिमीकंद। जिमीकंद जो हम खाते हैं बच्चों, जिसको हम बोटेनिकल टर्मिनोलॉजी में हम बोल सकते हैं, दिट इज एमोर्फोफोलस पायोनिफोलियस। एमोर्फोफोलस पायोनिफोलियस also has a underground stem called rhizome which we consume as a vegetable. ठीक है, तो ऐसा कॉर्म हमारे 3 जेनरा में है, एक है आइसोइटिस, एक है स्टाइलाइटिस और तीसरा हमारे पास फाइलोग्लोसम। In such cases where there is no aerial stem, in that case a rosette of leaves, rosette of leaves means group of leaves or a cluster of leaves, arise directly from the underground stem called corm. corm कैसा दिखता है इसका इमेज में आगे आप लोगों को दिखा दूंगा बच्चों। अगेन leaves are simple, small, sessile. For example, in case of Lycopodium and Selaginella. In case of other three genera also, Stylites, Isoetes and Phyloglossum, leaves are simple and sessile, but in that case, these are not small as compared to Lycopodium and Selaginella, but these are linear and long in next three genera. But always it is microphyllous. Those longer leaves, longer, narrower leaves have been named as a designated as microphyllous or designated in microphyllous category. बच्चों ये मैंने कुछ इमेज दिखाना है. दिस इज Lycopodium. This is the terminal strobilus where sporangia are formed. These are minute leaf-like structures, बच्चों. ये छोटे-छोटे जो दिख रहे हैं, these are leaves, not leaf-like structures, but true leaves. And this is Selaginella. Here again, these are microphyllous pteridophytic plant bodies, pteridophytic sporophytic plant bodies, where leaves are smaller. Whereas in case of Isoetes, Stylites, and Phyloglossum, these are narrow and long, and they appear like the grasses, the members of a family Poaceae, an angiospermic family called Poaceae, which we generally name as grasses. So in these cases, the leaves look like the leaves of grass. This is Isoetes. This portion is underground stem called corm, from where roots arise, whereas leaves arise directly from this underground stem called corm in a group. Okay, so these are the leaves which look like are leaves of a grass, and these are sessile, microphyllous, simple, and linear and quite long. ये कलर मैंने थोड़ा सा अलग इसलिए शो किया बच्चों, because this portion grows does not look above surface. ठीक है. However, Isoetes are aquatic pteridophyte बच्चों. It is a heterosporous pteridophyte and an aquatic pteridophyte. Again, एग्जाम में फिर प्रश्न आ जाता है, नेम एनी aquatic pteridophyte, नेम एनी heterosporous pteridophyte. स्टाइलाइटिस का इमेज मुझे नहीं मिला है, लेकिन स्टाइलाइटिस का मॉर्फोलॉजी भी लगभग आइसोइटिस की तरह ही होता है बच्चों. ठीक है. तो जो दूसरा जीनस है हमारे पास है फाइलोग्लोसम. Phyloglossum. This pteridophyte, this lycopod, again has no underground stem in the form of rhizome, but it has an underground stem in the form of a corm, which is not visible here. And from corm, a russet of linear leaves arise. These leaves are again simple, sessile, but long and linear. This portion is not stem, बच्चों. This is not stem. This structure is called a scape. आप लोगों ने एंजियोस्पर्म के केस में बहुत कई जगह पे देखा होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल एलियम सेपा. इन एलियम सेपा we know that stem is quite short, very reduced and discoid, but we see a flowering stem, commonly जिसको हम बोलते हैं flowering stem. That is not a true stem structure, but that is a scape, at the top of which either a single flower or group of flowers called inflorescence arises. Similar is the case with Phyloglossum. It has a scape at the top of which it bears the asexual reproducing body called strobilus. And this strobilus produces sporangia in the axil of the sporophylls. ठीक है. तो ये हो गया बच्चों. स्टील इज ऑलवेज अ प्रोटोस्टील, चाहे वो रूट हो, चाहे वो स्टेम हो, चाहे वो लीव्स हो. Steel is always a protosteel. I had told you that we have 4 types of protosteels. So these 4 types of protosteels are found in root, stem and leaf structures, जिनका डिटेल मैं यहां देना वाजिब नहीं समझता हूं. जब हम स्टीलर सिस्टम करेंगे बच्चों, वहां पर हम लोग इनको डील करेंगे, डिफरेंट स्टील्स को. ठीक है. हल्का सा एक एग्जांपल बता देना चाहता हूं. लाइकोपोडियम के स्पीशीज है बच्चों. इन द डिफरेंट स्पीशीज there are different type of protosteels found. In root structure it is always a protosteel, and in leaves it is always a protosteel, and generally these are haplosteels. ये मैंने कल ही बता दिया था आप लोगों को. ठीक है. जो स्टील वेरी करता है वो स्टेम स्ट्रक्चर में वेरी करता है. बट हियर अगेन इट इज अ प्रोटोस्टील. इट वेरीज फ्रॉम फर्स्ट टू द फोर्थ टाइप ऑफ प्रोटोस्टील. Haplosteel, actinosteel, plectosteel, and mixed protosteels. These are the four different types of protosteel. Protosteel, and these are found in different members of lycopods or the members of Lycophyta. Vascular cambium is altogether absent except in isoetes. Vascular cambium का absence का मतलब there is no secondary growth. जो ये isoetes का जो कॉर्म स्ट्रक्चर है बच्चों, this shows secondary growth. However, it looks some unlikely because this form structure is very minute, but it does show secondary growth. This is it. Sporangia are born either in the axil of uh, sporophylls aggregated in the form of strobilus, for example in Lycopodium, Phyloglossum, and Selaginella, whereas these are formed directly on the leaves at the base, at the base. And in that case, those leaves, when they are specialized in function, such leaves are called sporophylls. मैं आप लोगों को स्टाइल आइसोइटिस का इमेज दिखा के बताता हूं. This is isoetis. These are the group of leaves. At the base of these leaves, sporangia are formed, and sporangia are of two types: microsporangia and megasporangia. Why? Because isoetis is a heterosporous pteridophyte. Plants may be homosporous as well as heterosporous. Lycopodium and Phyloglossum are homosporous pteridophytes, whereas Selaginella, Isoetes, and Stylites, these are heterosporous pteridophytes. The gametophytic prothallus always is non-green and endosporic in case of heterosporous forms, whereas in case of homosporous forms, they're always exosporic, but they may be green or non-green. ठीक है. Some green prothalli are also have been reported from some species of Lycopodium. Generally, in many species of Lycopodium, the gametophytic prothallus is non-green, but in few species, green gametophytic prothalli have been reported in case of Lycopodium. Now, we come to the classification. On the basis of presence or absence of that ligule, the members of Lepidophyta or Lycophyta have been divided into two classes. Number one is E-Ligulopsida, number two is Ligulopsida. So firstly, we will deal with the classification of E-Ligulopsida and then with the classification of second class, that is Ligulopsida. Now, अब एक और फैक्ट फाइल है बच्चों. जो क्लास E-Ligulopsida है, इसके सारे मेंबर्स होमोस्पोरस हैं. जैसे कि लाइकोपोडियम है, हमारे पास फाइलोग्लोसम है. These two are the members of class E-Ligulopsida and both are homosporous. That means these are without ligule. And this class Ligulopsida, E-Ligulopsida, has been assigned only one order, that is Lycopodiales, whereas order Lycopodiales has been divided into two families. First family is Lycopodiaceae and second family is Protolepidodendroceae. The family Lycopodiaceae, it has living members as well as fossil members. The living members are Phyloglossum and Lycopodium, whereas the second family called Protolepidodendroceae, it includes only fossil members. So in a summarized form, the classification of first class, that is E-Ligulopsida, becomes something like this. Class E-Ligulopsida has been assigned one order, that is order Lycopodiales, whereas order Lycopodiales has been divided into two families. One is Lycopodiaceae, which includes living members as well as fossil members. We are not dealing with fossil members, and the living members are Lycopodium and Phyloglossum, which belong to family Lycopodiaceae, whereas the family Protolepidodendroceae, it includes all fossil members. So this is it about the classification of first class, that is E. Legulopsida. Now we will deal with the further classification of second class, that is Legulopsida, where the members the bear a ligule at the base of leaves when young. However, at maturity these wither out बच्चों, these uh, लिग्यूल्स fall apart, ठीक है, अलग हो जाते हैं. Now the class Legulopsida has been divided into 4 orders. जो ऑर्डर्स का नाम याद रखने के लिए मैं आप लोगों को कुछ एब्रीवेशन देता हूं बच्चों. स्लिप याद रखना है आप लोगों ने, ठीक है. लेकिन उससे पहले एक और बात बता देना चाहूंगा कि जो ये 4 ऑर्डर्स हैं सेकंड क्लास Legulopsida के, इन सब के एक एक फैमिली असाइंड है बच्चों. और वो आप लोगों को आसानी के लिए ये बता देना चाहूंगा कि फैमिली का नाम that runs after the name of order itself. For example, first order is Selaginellales and it has one family called Selaginellaceae. Second order is Lepidodendrales and it includes only one family called Lepidodendraceae, and again these all belong to fossil members. All the members belonging to order Lepidodendrales and thus family Lepidodendraceae are fossils. The third order is Isoetales and a single family has been assigned to it called Isoetaceae. Whereas the fourth order is a Pleuromiales and a single family has been assigned to it called Pleuromiaceae. And again all the members of this order called Pleuromiales and thus the family called Pleuromiaceae. These include fossil members. फॉसिल मेंबर्स. नाउ अब डिटेल में आगे इनका फर्दर क्लासिफाई कर लेते हैं. फर्स्ट ऑर्डर इज Selaginellales बच्चों, एंड Selaginellales हैज बीन असाइंड वन फैमिली कॉल्ड Selaginaceae. सेकंड ऑर्डर इज Lepidodendrales S L, and second order called Lepidodendrales has been assigned one family called Lepidodendраceae and all the members are fossils. There is no living member from this family and thus from this order called Lepidodendrales. Whereas third order is I, that is Isoetales, and it has been assigned single family called Isoetaceae and it has some living genera, for example Isoetes and Stylites. Whereas the fourth order, again it starts with P, slip, IP हो गया बच्चों, है ना, Pleuromiales, and it has been assigned a single family called Pleuromiaceae and again it includes all fossil members. So the classification or the detailed classification of class Legulopsida in a summarized manner becomes somewhat like this, that the members of that this second class called Legulopsida has been divided into 4 orders: slip, that means Selaginellales, Lepidodendrales, Isoetales and Pleuromiales, and all of these 4 orders have been assigned single family and the name of family it runs after the name of the order itself. For example, Selaginellaceae in case of Selaginellales, Lepidodendраceae is the family of Lepidodendrales, Isoetaceae is the family of Isoetales, and Pleuromiaceae is the family of Pleuromiales, out of which family Selaginellaceae and Isoetaceae they have living genera, whereas the family Lepidodendраceae and the family Pleuromiaceae they include all fossil members. So this is it all about the classification of a second division called Lycophyta, which has included the general characters as well as the classification as proposed by Smith, Bold, Benson and Zimmerman in 1950s. So tomorrow's lecture shall be on division Spinophyta or Arthrophyta, or these members are also, this division is also known as Chelemophyta. So I request you people to kindly go through the general characters of this third division called Spinophyta, and also you must remember two classes. You must remember two classes of third division, that is Spinophyta, and the classes are Spinophylopsida, and second class is Chelemopsida. तो ये कल के लिए आप लोगों को मैं टास्क देता हूं बच्चों, एक आप लोगों ने जनरल कैरेक्टर्स पढ़ लेना है स्पिनोफाइटा के, और दो क्लासेस का नाम याद रख लेना है. फर्स्ट वन इज स्पिनोफाइलोप्सिडा, सेकंड वन इज क्लास कैलेमोप्सिडा. सो दिस इज इट बच्चों. तो कल मिलते हैं अगले लेक्चर के साथ. तब तक के लिए सुरक्षित रहिए, हंसते मुस्कुराते रहिए मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, ठीक है, और पढ़ते रहिए. हैव अ नाइस डे.